alert! Proceed with caution. Major reveals ahead. This episode contains spoilers for movies and possible TV shows. So if you haven't caught up yet, hit pause and come back when you're ready. Otherwise, strap in. We're about to unpack everything. Enjoy. Welcome to a new episode of The Real Movie Critics, real reviews by real fans. Do not adjust your screens, ladies and gentlemen. He is back, Lord Scuba Cabra, the lordiest lord you know. He is back, but much like the Star Wars Holiday Special, he is not too happy to be here because of this movie, but we will get into that later. As you know, we have the lordiest Lord Scuba Cabra, and of course, the psycho nerd, repeat movie viewer, all of that stuff. The birthday boy who turns 130 today.
God damn.
So he's about as old as Grogu.
Looking sharp, boy, looking sharp.
Now, we are actually going to be reviewing, all of us over the weekend saw The Mandalorian Grogu. I do know expectations, not just for us, but for the rest of the world for this movie was not very high. And after you listen to our review, you'll kind of understand why.
You know what, though? I don't want to say that the expectations weren't high. I just feel that they missed the mark on promoting this movie.
Yeah, agreed.
They did not build the excitement that most Star Wars films get.
Yep.
And I feel that they leaned too heavily on, oh, well, the show's great. They'll come out and watch this.
Yep. So you're talking about like the way they promoted the movie, or like not enough promotional material?
I feel like it wasn't enough promotion.
Yeah, I agree. And
it felt very lackluster compared to other Star Wars films that have been released. I feel like there was even more promotion for Solo.
Fair. That's a fair fact.
That's a fair point, I think.
And it did debut on the 22nd, which was 2 days ago. Actually, it technically debuted on Thursday night, which is when I saw it, but whatever. Directed by Jon Favreau, a budget of $166 million. God damn. That had to be all Grogu's animatronics because that little thing is sophisticated. As of now, it's only made $82 million, less than half of the budget, which is never a good sign. They'll be lucky to break even. I'll go over the cast real quick and then we'll just dive head first. I don't have any fun facts. I don't think we need any for this one. Pedro Pascal back as Din Djarin or the Mandalorian. Jeremy Allen White as Rhoda the Hutt, who we saw as a baby in the Clone Wars cartoons that got Ahsoka and Anakin on the same page when she became his Padawan. Steve Blum as Zeb, voice only. Sigourney Weaver is in Star Wars as Colonel Ward. Johnny Coyne as Lord Janu Coyne, and I thought that was weird that he has the same last name as the guy he's playing in the movie, but whatever. Matthew Willig as Hogsworth, and that's that really big, he was the big tall guy from We're the Millers that had that lazy eye, scar, that same guy, who was a former football player apparently. And finally, and I'm shocked to see this name in any kind of popcorn movie, but Martin Scorsese as Hugo Durant, the dude that Din was talking to making the sandwich for Grogu, when a couple of years ago he was saying that movies like the Marvel movies are just ruining cinema, but yet here he is in a Star Wars movie
as a 3D character or as a animated character.
But to be fair though, Scorsese, Spielberg, and Lucas were all friends back in the 70s when they were making their marks, so I guess it kind of makes sense. Let's just dive head first.
This movie sucked. It was way too... If we're diving right in, this movie was bad. It was a bad fucking movie, man. It was boring. It was long. It did not need to be a movie. It felt like an extremely long episode of The Mandalorian, which is... They should have just broken it up and given us half a season of The Mandalorian because...
No, it could have been a full season. 6 episodes would have been fine. They could have done it. The episodes are 25 minutes long. They could have totally done it.
What I'm saying is it should have been the first half of a season.
Yeah.
Because it didn't need to be the full season, because it was very, very lackluster, very anticlimactic. Nobody died except for like random characters that weren't really important until we get to the end. And spoilers, are we doing spoiler free or are we doing spoilers?
Oh, fuck no.
Spoilers.
So the Twin Hutts die. They're the
yeah.
only ones that die is the Twin Hutts that die that are even relevant to anything in the Star Wars universe. And even they felt really gross. There was like kind of an incesty thing going on between those twins.
They're brother and sister.
Yeah. And the way they were sleeping all 69 and shit was really fucking weird.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy looking.
But I don't know, man. I love the show The Mandalorian. Don't get me wrong. I even loved Boba Fett. I loved Book of Boba Fett. When Mando came in, when Din showed up, it was basically Mandalorian 2.5 at that point. You know what I mean? Mandalorian season 2.5 at that point.
Yeah, of course.
And this character, it's a great character. I just feel like they dropped the ball in giving and in making it a forced Grogu thing. We get it. Grogu's his kid. It's take your fucking kid to work day every day for fucking Din Djarin. But it didn't need to be the focus of the fucking movie.
Yeah.
The scene where Din's knocked out and it's just Grogu doing what Grogu does. It was boring. It was very boring. And I know that they are aiming it at a younger generation, which is fine, but you still have us who pay to take the younger generation that you need to focus on. You need to give us something that makes us want to take our kids to the movies.
Yep.
Because this is something that we grew up with. You don't have to fill it with nostalgia. I don't need that in movies for a movie to be good to me. But give me something exciting. Give me something that captures my attention and keeps me at the edge of my seat the entire time. That's what I was hoping for. I was hoping for this really cool story. I wanted the way I want all of this to fucking end eventually is we see Grogu grown and he's sitting around a fire telling younger bounty hunters or younger Mandalorians his story, but it's hundreds of years in the future. Din's already dead.
Yeah.
You know, that's the end game that I want for that. I'm tired of Baby Grogu. Like, I don't need it. I don't like it's like Baby Groot. Baby Groot lasted one movie. That's it. We were good. We didn't need to see Baby Groot again. Baby Groot was good for one movie. You could have jumped ahead, given us, toddler Grogu or fucking,
teenage Grogu.
No, I don't know, because I feel like by the time Grogu is a teenager, Din will already be old as fuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so there's nothing special about him that's going to keep him alive unless Grogu manipulates the Force somehow and continues to give life to Din. That's the only way that I can see them maneuvering that, because we know that Grogu is extremely strong in the Force.
Yeah.
He, for his age, he knows things that full-grown trained Jedi don't know how to do.
Yeah.
Which I feel like the Force healing thing is getting a little dumb too, because we saw that in the sequels, the Skywalker sequels. So
yeah, the Rise of Skywalker, where she healed that giant war, and we've even seen those in the video games too, where the Force heal. So yeah, I don't know, for me, and it seems like almost every Star Wars or movie we see a new Force power in some way. You know what I mean? We see the light. We never seen the lightning until Jedi. We never seen the levitation or the running fast until the Phantom Menace. We always seem to see some sort of new power, and it's like, dude, what can they not do?
But you know what? I do like that. I do like that. Not everybody can do the same thing.
Yeah.
Because everybody has different abilities. Everybody's strengths are different. So it would make sense that every Jedi or Sith has a different skill set that they themselves focus on. Now, could all of them Force heal? Probably,
but it's all about who teaches you. That's the other part.
Exactly.
All about who your teacher is and what they pass down to you, or what they have time to pass down.
But we've never seen Luke Force heal. So who the fuck taught Grogu how to Force heal?
Or Rey, for that matter. who taught Rey how to do it.
Well, she was such an overpowered character to begin
No,
with.
she was a forced character. I still think it should have been Finn that was the force sensitive one and not Rey. I'm sorry.
It could have been both of them. It could have been both of them. Give me both of them. Give me both of them. Why does it have to just be one?
Yeah.
They should have just left it with J.J. Abrams and fuck everything else. Now, what I could see happening, because everything that is going on in The Mandalorian, the way that they're traveling here, they're traveling there, they're going farther than we've ever seen. They're going into the outer reaches of space that we've never seen before in these shows. Go the way of Star Trek. Give me a wormhole that takes you back in time and get rid of the fucking sequels.
See, they've talked about
They're talking
that
about
for
it
a while. They want to retcon,
and I'm okay with that. And I'm 100% okay with it. Keep certain things. Definitely keep certain things. But anything, I liked Force Awakens. Force Awakens was great. It was a good start.
I agree.
Last Jedi was a big pile of shit.
Yep.
Rise of Skywalker wasn't as bad as The Last Jedi. But that's not saying much. That's not saying much.
No, it's not saying much.
No, it's not. It really isn't.
We didn't need
age well.
There was no point to Snoke. There was, and so I felt the same kind of letdown watching this, because what the fuck was the point? Where does this get us in the story of Din Djarin? All we got was just another side quest. That's it.
See, and I wasn't as disappointed with this movie as you seem to be. I mean, I didn't think it was that bad. I thought it was a pretty solid opening. Mando showing off a lot of, fun skills and whatnot. Basically, it's like watching an action movie where you've got infinity mode on or something, where you basically can't be hurt because he's just going off on everybody, almost John Wick style. You know what I mean?
You're playing Doom with the cheat codes is what he was doing.
Basically, yeah, that's kind of what it felt like throughout the film. Only one point does he get poisoned. Does he actually feel like, oh yeah, he's incapacitated? But it's like, well, we know you're not going to kill him. We know you're not going to do that.
But that's my issue, is we know he wasn't going to die. So what the hell was the point?
Yeah.
To give Grogu a chance to walk around on his own and show that he can technically take care of himself. He actually did pretty good on his own.
If I want to watch a Muppet roam around a swamp, I'll just watch the video for Rainbow Connection.
Or even better, I'll watch Empire. I'll watch an actual, short green dude with a walking stick do it as an adult.
And I thought that was funny how he picked up the walking stick, but how it was too big for him. So instead of him walking around the way Yoda does, he holds it almost like he's a wizard, like Gandalf.
Yeah, he looked like Gandalf.
So I don't know. I thought that was kind of funny when I saw that.
You shall not pass.
I'm just tired of the baby laughs. Like, I get enough baby laughs at home. I don't. Like I said, this whole movie and even the series at one point just turned into Take Your Kid to Work Day. And it's just repetitive. We know Mando's not going to die. We know Grogu's always going to be saved. It's just, I don't know, man. Star Wars used to actually, even in episode 4, when Ben dies, holy shit, this character that we had the entire time, we didn't see it coming. We lost somebody. In other Star Wars films, we lose people that we actually care about.
We lost Han in Empire. We thought he was never going to come back. And that's because Harrison Ford didn't want to do any more movies.
No,
and they pulled a Mr. Spock. Like, let's put something in there. That way, if you do decide to come back, we have our bases covered.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to do the Bobby Ewing in the shower. Oh, good morning. It's all a dream. No, we're not doing that.
But even when, Han finally does die, at least we lost somebody that we cared about.
Yeah.
There was nobody in this movie.
Nope.
That if we would have lost them, I would have been like, aw. Except for Grogu or Din, but we know neither of them's gonna die.
They're the title characters. There's no way.
I didn't.
Rhoda the Hutt. If he had died, I'd have been like,
dude. Rhoda was it Rhoda or Rada?
Rhoda. I have Rotta.
Rhoda with a like
Rhoda. Yeah.
Rhoda. So Rhoda. But I did like his character.
Yeah, I did too.
He's a great character. Like
living in the shadow of Jabba, trying to do his own thing, which I can get behind that. That's
because you're living in the shadow of your father, and your father was just this heinous person or entity,
evil,
and he was not that. He was not a product of his environment. But I like the fact that when they when they showed Din the picture, it did make me chuckle when they're like, "Oh, that we only have an old picture of him," and it was literally a baby picture of what he looked like in Clone Wars. Like, it looked like they just took an image from Clone Wars and was like, here's the
they did. They actually, I was watching the making of it, and they literally had a Phil Tippett man-made. We all know who Phil Tippett is. A man-made little Muppet, so to speak, of him as a baby. So yeah.
I mean, but other than that, there was even the whole damn story with what was it, Coin or whatever the hell his name was.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, you got him.
It felt like a side quest.
Yeah, what secrets is he going to tell you? We don't fucking know because they didn't tell us a goddamn thing. They didn't tell us nothing.
And of course, they kept it a secret who he was. Like, oh, here he is. And this is just, it looked like a freshly made Facebook profile picture. Like, we don't know who he is, but you got to figure it out. I'm like, but here's a new ship, like the one you had before.
It's exactly like the one you had before.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Come on, guys. I mean, and I don't put the blame on Favreau and Filoni. I put this on Kathleen Kennedy because she's the one that's got the final say in a lot of the stuff.
Well, did you see? You saw Filoni in the flick, right?
Yeah, he's one of the pilots.
Yeah. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Well, he's always been one of the pilots, though, so that's nothing new.
Still.
Hell, Lucas was in Revenge of the Sith.
Well, I know, but that's different.
How is it different?
Because it's different.
Because he's not a pilot?
Well, when you talk about the pilots, am I the only one who noticed that one of the pilots looked like a battle droid?
It did.
Did I? Yeah, because I caught that, and I was like, wait a minute, were they all battle droids? I only saw the
whole Hutt army was battle droids.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, every single one of them was a decommissioned fucking battle droid.
That's actually awesome.
Yep.
I mean, that is cool. I did like that. I did like that they threw in because that shit, it was just 20 years before or whatever the fuck it was at this point. So the tech would still be around. They're going to be decommissioned droids everywhere because the Federation droids were fucking everywhere.
That's what happened. And even in Revenge of the Sith, Palpatine said, tell the Separatist leaders to shut down all battle droids. They're done. They're decommed. They're gone.
Well, then we see in the show that they're on a planet and they're like recycling all the shit. So, but it would make sense that there's still tons of them out there.
And that being said, even the Empire, once they were done building the first Death Star, they didn't want any witnesses, so they sterilized the Geonosians and killed them off. Like, nope, no witnesses. Y'all are fucking done.
That sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. It just goes to show the lengths they would have gone to. If people knew that they were building a Death Star, it'd have been total anarchy, and they knew that, so they kept it secret. I do want to talk about the fight scene,
the arena,
the giant fucking chest.
As soon as those fucking doors opened up and they started coming out, I looked over at my nephew and I said, "Those are the chess pieces from the game they play on fucking episode 4." He's like, "I don't know what you're talking about, nerd." I was all fucking.
And you'll notice that really big one, he does the same finishing move he does on the chessboard in episode 4. And I was just waiting for let the Wookiee win. I was waiting for that line, but it never came, obviously.
But there were some sound effects straight from the original film too, which I appreciated the hell out of.
But again, we knew they were gonna win. Knew, there was never a doubt in that entire movie that Din was in any real danger.
No. That
Grogu was in any real danger. That Rado was in any real fucking danger. We knew that they were gonna make it out. It was out there, man. The fucking Din's too OP, man. He's everything I wish Boba Fett. They would have made Boba Fett. This should be Boba Fett.
Yeah, 100%.
This should be Boba. This should be the glorification of the Mandalorians through Boba Fett.
Well, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love Din Djarin. But it should be Boba Fett.
Boba's never really gotten a chance to really live up to the expectation of the badass that everyone looked at him as in the original trilogy, even though he kind of goes out like a little bitch. But if you read the extended novels, they stayed true to the story that he actually does survive the Sarlacc pit.
Oh, dude.
I actually have that book.
I have that book too, dude.
And I was okay. That was one of the things about Boba Fett that I knew that he survived the Sarlacc pit. And I'm always like, I want to know how he survived. He was
chilling. He was literally chilling in the fucking stomach acid, and
the Beskar was keeping him alive because the Beskar is impenetrable. Meanwhile, you've got regular stormtroopers that are just melting like ice cream in the sun, and he's just like, "Fuck this." So,
I will say my one main complaint that I do have, and it's a lot of disappointment, is I was very excited for Heir of the Empire, which would have given us the story of General Thrawn or Admiral Thrawn.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
They've already stated that they've canceled all plans for that, and they are
Oh.
going to focus on pushing Grogu more. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? You're literally doing it in Ahsoka right now.
Yeah, you are. They are.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
setting all of that up. Give us that movie. Give us that movie and take from the novel.
Yep.
You have all these awesome pieces at play.
Give us the whole
Give us
trilogy.
what we want. Give us what we fucking want.
Give us
me,
that.
You know what else?
Skywalker.
I'm going to go one step further. Give me a Shadows of the Empire movie.
Fuck
Oh.
yeah. Fuck
Give me
yeah.
Shadows of the fucking Empire.
I mean, if you're going to do
Rendar,
standalone
right?
movie, that's the one to do.
Yeah,
that
Dash
was
Rendar.
That's Rendar. Okay.
Yep.
I remember playing the
Yeah,
game.
that's Rendar. Yeah. Yeah.
You ever played
I've
the,
been saying that for years. Been saying
ever
that for
played the
years. Shadows of the
N64?
Empire or even Heir of the
N64,
Empire.
buddy. N64.
Yep. Which,
I mean,
the Outrider looked like a horrible version of the Falcon. It really does.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it gets the job done. But I mean, I didn't have too many main complaints on this movie, only a couple. I mean, I don't think it was great. I don't think it was terrible. I think it was kind of in the middle. I did find things to be entertained with, some things that made me happy. A lot of good action sequences, but I feel like maybe they could have toned down a little bit. It started to feel a little too John Wickish there for a while. Like, kind of slow down and tell me some story. You know what I mean? Take a breath. It's okay to have a little story in your action film. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, go ahead.
And I was going to say, you brought this up before, and after watching the movie, I do agree. Now, the musical choices, putting in all the music that we're familiar with from the show, big ups.
Yep, big ups to that.
It's a nice touch. Some parts of the soundtrack had a very techno.
Cyberpunk. It was
Cyberpunk,
straight up
whatever you wanna-
cyberpunk fucking music, and it did not fit.
I don't know if it fits.
It doesn't.
Time will tell on that one, but I was like,
it does not fucking fit. I
that
don't
doesn't
care.
seem like it fits. No.
I don't care where we are in this fucking universe. And you want to throw it in like a club scene or like a night scene or some shit, cool. But when it's scenes with the spaceship flying, what is he doing? Fucking jamming techno music in the fucking Razor Crest?
I know, right?
What the fuck? Like, I don't know, man. And another main complaint that I have is when the big save comes at the end. When the I forget what the fuck they're called. The little the other little guys.
Oh, the little get away, baby.
Yeah, those little guys.
The baby, oh yeah, the baby.
Good shot, baby.
I feel that they should not have gone and gotten the pilots that they went to go get. It should have been the Mandalorians. It should have been Bo-Katan. It should have been Boba Fett.
Yep.
Everybody that we've seen from the show, they should have been the ones to come and save the day.
That's fair. You know what? That would have had a much bigger
100%.
impact. I agree.
Because and Scuba and I talked about this yesterday. The rebellion or the New Republic, whatever the fuck you want to call them now, they had no reason to be there. Yeah, they were getting information, but now Hutta is in the Outer Rim and they have no jurisdiction out there
at all.
Zero. They just committed an act of war, is what they just did. So I can see now why the First Order rose to power, because they're fucking stupid.
Yeah, dude. And there's no hiding. There's no hiding that, oh, it wasn't us. No, you fucking did the attack. Everybody fucking saw you. You did. Just because you took down the nest doesn't mean there's other fucking people that didn't see that shit fucking happen, and they gonna report it.
And not just that, but I think Sigourney Weaver was put in here for fan service.
Yep.
I don't think she.
Well,
if you really want to impress me, I know Carl Weathers has passed away. Can't have him on there. But bring Gina Carano back. Seriously, she was one of the best parts of the show.
She didn't deserve to be kicked out.
I agree. She did not deserve to be kicked out. She has an opinion. You don't like it? Oh, fucking well.
Exactly.
You know?
This whole cancer culture thing has gotten way out of hand.
Well, see, her career in Star Wars lasted about as long as she did against Ronda Rousey.
Damn.
So I'm just saying.
But,
I love Gina Carano. I loved her in Deadpool. She was a great bad guy. She's a great actress, and she's just great to look at because she's super fucking fine. But I loved her in that show because she was like one of the last surviving Alderaanians that was off planet when it got blown up, which is why she had that tattoo right below her eye. You know, she had a story to tell. You know, I'm sorry. I would have been more impressed with all the characters we've seen, you know, with her and with Boba Fett. And I forget the sniper, the sidekick to Boba Fett. I forget her name. And Bo-Katan and the entire Mandalorian just showing up and going, yeah, fuck the Hutts. We're going to bomb them to fucking hell.
You know what irks me still? The whole helmet thing.
Yeah.
Because we already see in the show, yes, he's still sticking to his zealot roots or whatever the
The
fuck.
Creed, yeah.
The
of course.
Creed. But at the same time, he already knows that not every Mandalorian is like that.
Yeah.
And he's already changed a lot. His character has changed a lot since becoming Grogu's dad.
Yeah.
So what the fuck does it matter? This
Personal,
whole but this whole Creed thing is just I don't like it.
It's a cult.
It is.
100%.
It is. They're fucking. It's a Mandalorian cult.
Yeah, it really is. And to each their own. You know, you can't fault the guy for believing what he believes. It is what it is. You know, but I mean, I really wanted this. I really wanted to like this movie.
I did too.
And I walked out going, well, it wasn't a piece of shit. It was, it was what it was. And again, I'm seeing online people are feeling the same way that we feel. It shouldn't have been the Republic. It should have been the Mandalorians. There was no real danger to anybody. It's like, why am I going to watch a movie, especially a Star Wars movie, where there's no real danger of somebody, main character, may fucking die? Hell, we thought Luke might die in fucking Jedi for a while there. Fucking being zapped to death by the fucking Emperor, and Vader's like, oh no, I got this. I'll be the one that'll die. I'll make the sacrifice.
I'll just think about it for a few minutes. No big deal.
You are stroking out there, buddy.
Yeah, you are stroking.
You might need to refresh. You're stroking out. You look like you are coming in on a 1996 fucking webcam. There you go.
There we go. I don't know what you did, but
everything looked fine on my end. I don't know what
that was weird. That was weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
I will say too, there should have been some lead up because we know that was it Ahsoka? It's with Ezra right now.
Yeah.
So we know that they are like far fucking away.
Oh yeah, they're like fucking gone.
Yeah. So I really wish that there would have been some kind of like beacon or device or something that Din was looking for so that he could meet up with them or something or fucking something, man. Throw us. But like I said, they're shit canning the whole Heir to the Empire thing. So, but that's what I wanted. I wanted that. Let's get them back together because when you had all of them together, it was like, holy fuck.
I think the reason for that too is that if they do that, they got to cast the big three again.
You're going to have to. There's no
way
around.
And I'm like, dude, you already have the big three. You just have to pull the trigger. Sebastian Stan is fucking Luke because he looks a lot like him.
But even at that, do you go ahead and do the face renders? I don't give a shit. Cast them as the characters. Yes. Do the facial renders, make them younger, do whatever it is you got to do to bring the big three back, but make it fucking happen. Give us what the fuck we want. We have the technology. Let's fucking do it.
You have, again,
it would be nice.
Sebastian Stan as Luke. You got the guy who played Han Solo in the Solo movie.
Yeah.
Bring him back.
Yep.
And then you have freaking Carrie Fisher's daughter who was in Star Wars. Boom. There you go. You've got your big three. Anthony Daniels, bring him back, obviously. Unfortunately, Kenny Baker's no longer with us, but we have a substitute Chewbacca now. So we're good with that. You have ways to do it. I just don't understand why they're not pulling the trigger on it.
Dude, it's like I have wanted a Knights of the Old Republic movie forever.
You're not the only one.
I want Revan. I'm not the only one. And it's really fucking sad that it took fans getting together to put together a hour movie. Granted, it's like I said, it's not up to Lucas effects. It does need some work. It feels very porn parody-ish sometimes.
Yeah.
But it's a great fucking watch, especially if you love Knights of the Old Republic.
Yeah.
And it gets you up to the point in the story where they find the map to the Starforge.
Shit. Yeah.
And then the movie ends, and then it says part 2 will be released next year, May the 4th, 2027. So fans are doing this, and they're not making any money off of it. The costumes look awesome. Everything looks fucking great. You have this vast amount of shit that is no longer canon. Some of it was never canon, but it's good. It's shit that we loved. Use it. It's that simple. Use it. Quit trying to force feed us. Quit trying to force feed us Grogu. We already love Grogu. I love the little guy. I have 2 of them sitting in my living room right now. I have the OG life-size version that came out, and then I have the new, well, Charlie has the new one with the little fucking Mandalorian armor, the best car. But I don't know, man. It missed the mark for me. I already wasn't excited to go watch it. I only watched the first trailer that came out, and I was hopeful. But then seeing how they really weren't promoting it, the way a Star Wars movie should be promoted kind of let me already know where it was going to land when I watched it. So I went in with very low expectations, and my very low expectations were not even met.
Yeah.
That's all I got to say about that.
I do know, and whenever we're talking about a movie, we do talk about the Rotten Tomato scores, which they do have. And I'm going to tell you right now, I looked at the scores and I was shocked about what I saw. I'm going to put the floor to both of y'all. What do you think that the critics, the tomato meter was?
Critics,
Yeah,
60s.
critics, yeah.
I'm going to say 70,
60s.
75.
62% is what the critics were saying. Now, the surprising number is the fans, the popcorn meter. What do y'all think that is?
I'm going to say people are sucking Disney's dick right now, especially because it's still early and the movie just came out. So they're doing a positive bomb right now. So I'm going to say it's got to be either in the high 70s or the low 80s.
You agree with that, Psycho?
100%.
89% as of right now.
High 80s. All right.
And again, I think that's high.
That's way too high.
But you know what I find funny though is that movies that are not that great, people will bomb as they're good.
Yeah.
But movies that are good, they'll bomb like they're shit. Like Superman last year, people are like, "Oh, that movie sucked. Did you watch it?" No, I didn't. Then fuck off.
Shut the
Seriously.
fuck
Snyder
up,
monkeys. Snyder monkeys.
It's not that fucking hard.
Yeah, see, Snyder monkeys.
Yeah, Snyder monkeys. Which I do love how James Gunn made fun of them by putting them in there and they're so fucking stupid. Like, I'm not going to watch this movie. Like he's got you in the movie. You're a bunch of monkeys that are stupid that Snyder can do no wrong, but yet he made a 4-hour fucking movie that's the most boring movie I've ever watched.
You know the greatest thing?
Justice League?
Yes.
It wasn't
The
bad.
4-hour Justice League movie.
The extended cut was not bad.
It wasn't bad at all.
Dude, I watched it like
missing
4
Green
times
Lantern,
back
it
to back.
stopped. It was missing the greatest superhero ever.
Superman was in it.
The second greatest dick. But we here at the Real Movie Critics, we don't give a shit about Rotten Tomatoes. We want to give our own unique perspective on what we rate a movie. So for this particular movie, it makes 100% sense that we do 1 out of 5 Mandalorian helmets. That being said, I'm going to pass the floor over to Lord Scuba Cabra. 1 out of 5. What do you rate this movie?
1 through 5.
1 through 5.
I'm going to give it a 2.
You know what? I thought it'd be a little lower.
It was going to be a 1. I'm just being nice. It's going to be a 2.
Psycho?
I'm going to give it a 3. Like I said, I don't have as much negative opinion of the movie. It could have been better for what it was, but I at least found things along the way that I can enjoy. Like I said, I thought it had a pretty solid opening. There were some fun action sequences, some little Easter eggs along the way that we did discuss, a couple of fun ones. And honestly, I thought it was a very visually pleasing movie. I thought it was a well-shot movie, and it actually looked good during some of the action sequences, like when we had the AT-ATs walking along the side of the mountain and whatnot.
Yeah.
That whole entire sequence I had a lot of fun with, because we finally got to see what the inside of one of these things actually looks like. We get to see it from their perspective. I don't feel like we've ever done that before. So that was actually kind of cool to see them, the whole how everything works on the inside, and how taking down 3 of them wasn't exactly the easiest thing, but he pulled it off, so I give him credit for that.
They don't go inside of one in Solo?
Not that I can remember. No. Don't quote me on that, though. It's been a while since I've seen Solo.
I could have sworn in one of them we've seen the inside.
No, I don't think we had. And he's not outside the cockpit.
Yeah, we've seen inside the cockpit in Empire, for sure. But I don't recall actually seeing the back part of it with all the troopers and everything else.
Maybe in a video game, but never in a movie.
Oh, maybe that's maybe in a video game.
Well, in the Family Guy as well, that too. But
yeah.
But not an actual film that I can remember. So I actually appreciated that. And I'm sorry. Yes, I get it. Grogu, I'm sure there's plenty of people that are getting a little fed up with him, but he's still kind of cute. He gets a few laughs out of me, so I'll take that for what it is. So I can't.
He's just a hairless gizmo.
Basically, yeah. We are getting Gremlins 3, by the way. So you know that.
Excited.
I know. But anyway, yeah, I give this one like a 3. Again, once I see it a second time, that'll kind of decide for me if it's something that I want to continue watching again and again down the road, or if this is like a once every couple of years kind of viewing. So
gotcha.
Time will tell on that
one. I'm gonna do a quote from a legendary movie maker a while back, and I think this pertains to this particular movie in general, because he says, and I quote, "Special effects is the tool. It means of telling a story. Special effects without a story is a pretty boring thing." That man that said that was George Lucas.
Yes.
After he made, I think it was the first Star Wars movie. This movie, it was like watching a Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson movie. All action, no fucking story.
Yep.
100%. And
you know what, though? I love movies like that sometimes. I love movies where I just turn my brain off and it's fun. This just wasn't that.
No,
Like
and I agree.
Commando.
This movie,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mando.
I wanted to like this movie. I really did. I went in with an open mind. I don't want to be that guy. This movie's gonna suck. I'm not gonna like it. I wanted to like this movie. I'm not gonna lie. Where I sat and the seat that Scuba gets to, right there in the front where the handicap spots are. I was on the parts where Grogu is doing what he's doing. I was on my fucking phone the whole time. Like, I don't fucking care about this. I don't need a coming of age story for Grogu, especially at that age. You know what I mean?
Maybe
it was
what they
like
could have
watching
done.
Baby Geniuses too.
Yeah, straight
Never
up.
seen it. I don't want
So-
to. I don't want to watch that.
Fucking Scuba got the
Bullshit.
Castle Grayskull.
He got the Castle
funny you say
Grayskull
that.
popcorn budget. Scuba did. See, I wouldn't mind having that because it also one of those corners pillars comes out to make a drink carrier, which is cool.
Hold on. There we go.
And then there's
wanted
even a
the
spot
goddamn
there to
sword.
put your candy and shit.
Yeah, I wanted the fucking sword, but they were sold the fuck out.
But
Dude,
I haven't given my rating. Yet. We kind of went off on a tangent there. I do give it a 2 as well. I'm sorry. I didn't think this movie was that great. Will I watch it again? No.
I
might
will
even
probably
it.
watch it
They
again,
both
but
gave it
only
a 2.
only because Charlie. When it comes out on Disney Plus, I'm not gonna pay to watch it again.
Oh, yeah, that's
but I
what I'm
will
saying.
watch it
Yeah.
when it comes out on Disney Plus with Charlie.
Yeah. So
That's fair.
with Scuba and myself giving it a 2 and Psycho giving it a 3, overall score is a 2.33. Not the lowest we've had, but for a new movie, it's pretty fucking low. So yeah,
Well-
it's again, I wanted more. I was wanting more, and I thought about it. And when I said to Scuba that I thought it should have been the Mandalorians that attacked Nalhada, not the Republic, and he agreed. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not the only one that's thinking this. And then apparently online, other people are thinking the same thing. Like, why the fuck would the New Republic attack somebody that, yeah, they were given information, but that's outside your area. You just fucking pissed off a bunch of people, pirates and smugglers and shit like that. Fuck that.
But not just that, you don't even get the reasoning behind it until after the battle's over and they land and they're like, oh well, you found out that they were
feeding
Fighting both
information,
sides.
all this other bullshit.
They're feeding information.
And it's
to
like,
to the fucking,
that you should have that should have been information we got before.
agreed.
Mhm.
100% agree.
Honestly, I mean, this movie will come out as being probably my least favorite of the May films up until now. And I saw just about everything that came out mainstream. You know, Devil Wears Prada 2, Mortal Kombat 2. I even got to see Tuner a few weeks before it comes out. Go check that out if you get a chance, by the way. Tuner wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, half bad. Even Chief Detectives was a lot of fun. I had a lot more fun with that movie versus this one. That one is just a really awesome, for kids, whodunit type movie. So,
Yeah. Well, that will conclude this review of The Mandalorian Grogu. Again, do you think we're being too harsh? Do you think we weren't harsh enough? Let us know in the comments what you thought of the movie and give it your own rating. 1 out of 5 Mandalorian helmets. Let us know what you thought. And we may actually read some of those comments on the air if people actually comment. So that being said, I'm looking forward to the next week's episode. We have, since today is the Psycho Nerd's birthday, we will be doing his pick. Now, he originally had picked Spaceballs, but he changed his mind and said, no, fuck that. He wants to do the movie House.
decided
which
to go
for
with
those-
Roadhouse.
No, not Roadhouse. No, not Roadhouse.
Damn, I watched the wrong movie.
You
No.
watched the Jake Gyllenhaal version too, didn't you?
I did. I
I
totally
haven't
fucking
seen it
did.
yet.
But yeah, we will be next week. We will be reviewing the Psycho Nerd pick of House. The week after that, we will not be having an episode because myself and Lord Scuba Cobber will be at the Corpus Christi Comic Con. So if you are a fan of the show, either mine or his, and you see us out there, flag us down, say hi,
No, don't say
get a
hi to me.
picture.
Don't
Well,
don't
kick
say
him in the
hi to
nuts.
me.
Kick
Don't
him
say
in
hi
the
to me.
nuts.
Don't come up to me. Leave me alone. Just fucking
He's
leave me
lying.
alone. Matter of
wants your
fact, I'm going to be wearing a mask and nobody's going to know it's me.
Oh no.
I'm just
That
kidding,
being
guys.
said,
Come say hi.
Yeah, I know you're full of shit. I know. Are you? Take the picture with me. Oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, I love Somewhat Supernatural. Oh, that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, that show ended like fucking 2 years ago. What are you talking about?
With that being said, Psycho Nerd, promote your shit.
All right, you can feel free to check out my podcast, Psycho Nerd Podcast, on YouTube, or you can just go straight to my YouTube channel, Repeat Movie Viewer, and feel free to check that out. I need to put out a new episode, but there's been new reviews going up as of late, so keep an eye out for that using my handy dandy new microphone.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, is it my turn? Is it my
Yeah,
turn?
anything
All
you wanna
right,
promote,
ladies and gentlemen, as always, I'm your host with the ghost, the prince of the paranormal, the duke of the dead, the dean of the deceased, the sinister minister, the cryptid keeper himself, Lord Scooby.
I don't think you have enough names.
There was one more, but I forgot what it was. But I got nothing going on right now, except for Gorn War and this show and Apex Championship
I was
Entertainment.
about to say Apex.
Watch all of those.
And the
Thank you,
Cryptic Cringe.
and good night.
Yes, we're waiting for the return of the Cryptic Cringe. Very intently.
Yes.
Can't wait to see what y'all have to say about the group.
Well, Mel and I are both off today and tomorrow, so maybe we'll get a horrible movie in after some sexy time.
Well, focus on what's important first.
Oh, hold on. Scuba Steve's gonna get laid. And 9 months later, another
It's
baby is
showtime.
coming.
He's like, fuck you. Don't do that shit, man. I was
That's
taking a
Scuba
drink.
when she tries to- No, that's Scuba's reaction when she tries to go, oh, let me put this finger in your butt. No, don't do that.
Be like Deadpool. Nope. Happy Woman's
For
Day.
Lord Chupacabra and the Psycho Nerd, I am DJ Zodiac. This has been a new episode of The Real Movie Critics, real reviews by real fans. Links to this will be in the description below for everything that we do, including the DJ Zodiac podcast, which a new episode just dropped today about the Saturday Night's main event. Let us know what you thought about that. But until we meet again, ladies and gentlemen, just remember, there's always time for one more binge, even if Mando and Grogu suck. We will see you next time.
Lights go down, the screen comes alive.